a talking raccoon, and a talking tree. This has Disney on Ice written all over it.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Hot Toys Guardians of the Galaxy Rocket and Groot. So here we are, and there they are, and there they are. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up front, you have a nice picture of Rocket and Groot in action. This is the Sideshow Collectibles exclusive version. Right here, Rocket and Groot on the side of the box. We have Rocket and Groot on the other side of the box. Rocket and Groot. Of course, this is just one big sleeve right here that you remove. And then you can see me. Hi, how are you? How's your day? You doing good? All right. Anyway. On this side of the box, yeah, Rocket and Groot. On the other side, you have the little size chart thing. And on the back of the box, you have the credits of the people involved in the production of these figures, which is pretty cool. And that's basically it for the packaging. I don't toss these boxes, okay? I don't toss Hot Toys boxes because I keep these, so no. They will not be tossed, sorry. But here we have Rocket and Groot. There he is, Rocket and Groot. The duo from Guardians of the Galaxy. Now this is the Sideshow Collectibles exclusive 2-pack. You could buy these guys separately if you wanted to, but the 2-pack does include some bonus accessories, and that's why I picked up the 2-pack, because it just appealed to me a bit more. So we'll take a look at this little guy first, so we'll just take Groot and put him off to the side for now. And we'll come down to his level because he's not that tall. Get down here, get down, there we go. So here we have Rocket's Raccoon, definitely my favorite character from the movie. And this figure is very, very well done. It is, as you can see, very, very small. He's a little guy, as he is in the movie. Not very tall. Height-wise, he stands at about 6.5 inches tall. So yeah, definitely a small figure, but still very well done, and definitely Hot Toys quality with the same attention to detail and just remarkable sculpting and paintwork. Very, very well done. So we'll just get in closer on the head sculpt. Wonderful head sculpt. And again, wonderful molding there on all of his fur. The paintwork just looks great with all the shading and highlights. Just really, really cool. Very well done. He's got his little whiskers here, which are nice. Even his teeth are nicely painted in. The gum line and everything. Very, very cool. See his suit here. Done. Definitely has a nice little weathering effect to it, which is really, really nice. And you know, the fabric part of the suit does have some little scuffs and little dirt marks on it, and just really, really well done. You know, even the bottoms of his feet. You'll see this. This foot has a little copyright logo on it, but you can see even the bottoms of his feet have painted detail, which they did not have to do, but they did it, and that's amazing. But yeah, wonderful, wonderful. That's cat hair. That's not raccoon hair. That's cat hair. But yeah, wonderfully, wonderfully done. And you see his little backpack here. Again, done with a nice weathering effect to make it look, you know, it's kind of dinged up and scratched. Very cool, nice paintwork here on that bit. And just, again, overall, just very, very nicely done. You got his tail right here. Very, very cool. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, included in the packaging, you do get some little, you can see here, little replacement buttons, and that is in case these little buttons right there on his collar happen to pop off. They give you replacements for them. So that's very nice. I really like it when they do that. That's very thoughtful of them. And yeah, but overall, very, very cool. It's all the little belts and straps and buckles and everything. Everything is nicely done, nicely detailed, nicely painted. It's Hot Toys, man. That's what they do. Articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint at the top of the neck, so you can get some good wiggly-waggly room. You can rotate his head a full 360, can move up and down. There's also a ball joint, I believe, at the base of the neck. So you can wiggle him around at the base, and he can sit there and just talk smack on you. Like, what's the matter with you? But, yeah, you can get, you know, some good... You can look a little bit down. You can look somewhat up. You know, obviously you can get some good tilting motion going on, which you did a lot in the movie, like, you know. The arms are on ball joints, so you can do a full 360. You only get that much outward movement. If you go any farther, then boop, you'll just pop his arm off. So it is on a ball joint. The shoulder is on this hinge right here that allows forward and backward movement. He does have nice bend there at the elbow, over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. There's also a swivel there. The wrists do rotate, and they are on a hinge, so they allow inward and outward movement right there. It feels like there is a waist joint in there, because obviously I can twist them here, but just due to the suit, it's definitely restrictive, it's definitely limiting there, so I wouldn't push that too far, because you'll end up, you know, ripping something or, you know, breaking something. So it seems like he does have a bit of an ab crunch as well, but again, just due to the limitations of the suit, you know, you don't get too much movement out of it, but, you know, it is what it is. Legs can only go forward about that much. Again, just the limitations of the suit. Can only go back about that much. You only get that much outward movement, so that's as far as you're going to get them to split. The knees can only go about that far. Again, just limitations of the suit. And his feet can pivot up and down. You know, they get nice full range of movement there. And they can also swivel. And there you go. Oh, of course, his tail. Don't forget his tail. His tail is on a ball joint, so you can take that and wiggle that around. Of course, if you go past the tolerance point, it will just pop right off. But there you go. His tail is posable as well. So there you go. So let's get into the accessories for Rocket. Now, he does come with alternate hands. Now, right now, he does have just the, you know, relaxed hands. But he does also come with a pair of fists. Hey, Rockets! It's like that scene in the bar when they drink too much. Don't you... Hey! Then his tail pops off. You stay, Rockets. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. There we go. Now he does come with a pair of fists. Right there. And again, same amount of detail, same amount of paintwork. So you have two closed fists. You have two hands here that are meant for holding his gun. Right there. And again, same amount of detail and paintwork. And he also comes with alternate feet. As you can see right here, these are just molded in that kind of half step there. And that's, you know, meant for, you know, action poses and whatnot. And again, same level of detail. They even painted the bottoms of the feet, which they don't need to do. And the feet just swap out easily. Just pull out the one foot, plug in the other foot, pops right in. There you go. You can use that for, you know, walking poses, action poses, whatever you wish. Right there. So that's pretty cool. I think that's the first time I've seen a figure with alternate feet. There you have that. He does come with his gun right here, which is really, really cool. I love this gun. Just, again, wonderful detail, wonderful paintwork. I love the kind of shading there, the little airbrush effect on that bit right there. Very, very cool. Now, in the movie, this gun could, you know, collapse and compress itself so he can store it on his back. It doesn't do that for this figure. He can't store it on his back, but still really cool. And, again, just the detail on this is just fantastic. Wonderfully, wonderfully done. Really, really cool. So there you have that. So why don't we get him holding his gun here. Now I found the easiest way to do this is to take the gun holding hand and put it on the handle before you actually swap the hands out. It just seems like it's a bit easier that way, so you just have to kind of get the handle in his hand right here. It can be a bit of a chore though, because I mean the hands are made of a softish plastic, so you can't kind of pry those fingers open, but it's still a bit difficult to kind of get those fingers around the handle here. But there you go. Once you get it around there, you can just take it and push it up. So his finger's on the trigger there. And there you go. And it helps too if you take that post and just kind of bend it in like that, because you're going to need that. So you can peg it in with a little more ease there. So you just take that and we'll just unplug this hand right here. Actually, we'll unplug both his hands. Come on. And plug in the other gun holding hand right there. So now we'll just plug in this hand right here, which is a little tight. Come on. Get on there. There we go. Just pops right in. And then you take this hand and it's just used to kind of cup the underside of the gun here so you can support it. And there you go. There you got Rocket with his giant gun. Of course, you can get him in a much better pose than I'm getting him in now. You know, when I actually have time to sit here and fiddle with him, I can get him into a good pose holding this gun. But you know, just for the sake of time, here he's holding his gun. So if I can get him standing too. Come on, stand, Rocket. Stand for me, boy. Stand for me. Stand for me. There we go. So you got Rocket holding his gun and looking awesome. So, yeah. Really cool. Now, other accessories that are included in this set, you do get a little potted Groot. Oh, that's just precious. So precious. But very cool. Again, nicely molded, wonderful paintwork on here. Really cool. Just awesome. Now, this is not posable in any way, so don't try to, move this around or you'll break something. This is just, the pose it's in is the pose it's meant to stay in. So but still very cool. Really dig it. So you get a little potted Groot there. Now, a bonus item that you get with this set is another potted Groot, and Rocket fell over again. How dare you? Told you to stop drinking, man. Stop drinking. I probably should use the stand. Probably make a lot more sense. There we go. There we go. I haven't propped up on his tail there. So anyway, let's take a look at the bonus potted Groot there. As you can see, it's just, a single piece here, but still same detail. Same wonderful paintwork, and this is just, this is when he was first, planted. And very cool. So he does come with two versions of potted Groot, and that's really cool. Very cool. Neat little accessories, and I'm definitely going to display my guys with. I don't know which one. Maybe both of them. Maybe one of them. I don't know, but still cool that they included a bonus one. I do appreciate that. Of course, Rocket does come with a stand, which I probably should be using. But, same base that they all come with. They're Guardians of the Galaxy rockets. And, of course, a very short arm with a little spring-loaded claw. I like the spring-loaded claw because it just makes things a lot easier. And there's also even some padding on the inside of the claw, which is nice, so you don't have to worry about damaging the figure. So, that's really thoughtful, and I really do like that. So, there you have that. So that's pretty much it for Rocket. So we'll just take him and put him off to the side right now. And now we will bring in this big guy right here. And I mean big guy. I'm not joking, ladies and gentlemen. He's a big boy. Yes, he is. I don't know if I can get him all in frame because he's so tall. But there we go. There we have Groot. He is Groot. Yes, he is. And he is a big boy. Now, height-wise, pull out the ruler again, he stands at about, he is 15.5 inches tall. So, he is a big boy. And he's hefty also. I mean, this thing has weight to it. I mean, he is a very heavy, just robust figure, and very nicely done. If we're getting close here on the head sculpt. The head sculpt is just wonderful. Just wonderful detail. The paintwork, again, is just spectacular. I mean, if you take a look at the top of his head here, I mean, look at all that. That's amazing detail right there. And just all throughout his body, just Wonderful, wonderful detail, wonderful paintwork. Got little vines and everything going throughout his body, and it's just really cool. Just so well done. It just looks amazing. I mean, even again, the bottoms of his feet are just incredibly detailed, and they did not have to do that, but they did, and that is just spectacular. Just overall, such a wonderfully done piece. Now, all these little twigs that are sticking off of him, these are made of a soft plastic, so you don't have to worry about breaking them, but still be cautious with them. But still, yeah, very cool piece. Articulation wise, his head is on a ball joint at the top of the neck, but just due to the way his face sculpt is, you don't get a lot of range of movement out of it. You can get a little bit of tilting, not a lot of up and down movement at that joint, but you do have a joint at the base of the neck, so you get a lot more range of movement there. You can see you have him looking down and get him a little more emotive there, which is very cool. Let me see if I can reduce the amount of earthquake action going on here with the camera. Let me just make sure I got the tripod planted here properly. Sorry about that. But yeah, you do get a lot of range of movement at the base of the neck. Definitely more movement than you do at the top of the neck. The arms can rotate. They can do a full 360. You do get a ratchet joint here. You only get those 2 clicks, and that's as far as the arm will come out. Just those 2 clicks right there. The elbows can only go 90 degrees. You do get a swivel, but it's not too much of a swivel. I mean, it's pretty far, but it's not full rotation. And that's all the rotation you're going to get inward. And that's all the rotation you're going to get outward. So, there you have that. Let me just angle down a little bit. The hands, of course, can swivel, and they can move inward and outward. And of course, depending on how you work with those joints, is that typical Hot Toys wrist peg. You can get the hand moving in any way you wish. We'll talk about the hands in a little bit here. The hips can go forward that far. It can go back only that far. You do get outward movements only that far. You do get a swivel, and that's pretty much all the swivel you're going to get out of him. The knee joint is, again, it's a soft ratchet, and you get slightly under 90 degrees of bend there. And the feet can move up and down. You can also get some tiltage out of them as well. And there you go. And these 2 little panels right here are actually on they're on a double hinge. And you can see they're covering up the joints there. And they move out of the way to accommodate any forward movement, which is nice. So, there you have that. Now, let's talk about his hands. Now, the hands that he comes with are hands that actually have wires in them. So you can actually take these hands and pose them however you wish, which is pretty cool. You can kind of get them pointing at you. You are Groot. You can totally have them doing that. That's cool. But unless there have been some great advances in wire technology, I would still say be careful with these hands. Don't play around with them too much, because after a while they'll start to weaken, and then they will snap, and then they will be useless. So I wouldn't play around with these hands too much. I wouldn't go too crazy with, how much you pose them. And, me personally, I'm pretty much just going to leave them like that. But, oh, he also does have, I totally forgot about this joint in the articulation. He does have this joint right up here at his chest here, and that is a ball joint. So you can get good range of movement there also. You kind of get him arching back. It serves as an ab crunch there, so you can get him looking even further down if you want. Looking down at rockets, what are you doing? Have that going on. So yeah. I mean, some of his posability is limited, but still, it still works. It still works. Now, of course, he does come with a stand of his own right there, and it's same base they all came with. Guardians of the Galaxy, Groot, with that same little spring-loaded claw with the padding on the inside, which I really do appreciate. Obviously a much taller post than the one that comes with Rocket. For obvious reasons. So, there you have that. And let's get into his accessories. Now, he comes with his, this is what I call his magic hand. This is his magic hand. This is what he uses to illuminate the room in that one scene, to illuminate their path when they, break into the ship. And very cool. Really love how this was done. It was obviously cast in some, semi-transparent plastic and then painted over. And very, very nicely done. Really, really cool. And yeah, I really, really dig that. And of course, hands are easy to swap. You just take it, pop it out, pop the new hand in, and there you go. Now he's like, yo, Groot make light. I'm giving him way more dialogue than he actually had in the movie. But there you go. There's his magic hand. That's what I call it. I call it his magic hand. So there you have that. Now, with the Sideshow Collectible exclusive, you do get some bonus pieces for Groot. You get a set of extra hands, his angry hands. And you can see, same amount of detail, same amount of paintwork. They look wonderful. And these are his angry hands. So we're going to put these on right here. And these are the hands he uses when he's angry. Hence, angry hands. Duh! If they weren't, then they'd be his happy hands. There you go. So there are his angry hands. And to accompany his angry hands, another bonus part that is included with this 2-pack is you get the angry face. And yeah, this is very, very cool. Again, same amount of detail and paintwork. It just looks wonderful. Really, really wonderfully done. I don't know how well those eyes are coming out on camera, but those eyes just look amazing. And all the detail, even on the inside of his mouth, just wonderful detail. I mean, just look at it. Look at it! Look at it! Ah! Okay, I'm sorry. That's just it's just getting uncomfortable now. But anyway, very cool. So you do get his angry face. Again, this is a bonus piece that comes with the 2-pack. And to swap the faces, very simple. You just pull this face off, and that's disturbing. And then this just plugs right on to this tab right there. There you go. And now he's Angry Groot. So you can kind of get him into an angry attacking pose here. And see if we can get him balanced here. Get him looking up. There you go. Come on, stand for me, Groot. Stand for me. There you go. There you go. Angry Groot! Very, very cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, you can actually pose these guys in the, the way they have them pictured here on the box with Rocket, perched on Groot's shoulder. If you're good at balancing, I mean, you can do it on your own, but luckily they actually give you a piece to assist you with that, which I really do appreciate. So we'll just kind of get Groot more into a standing pose here. So for this, you're actually going to need the bases. Well, you're going to need at least Groot's base. So we're going to take Groot, put him on his base. Just open up that claw there and just put it around his waist. Hold him in place. Right there. And now, oh my god, this thing's just too tall. He's too tall. Man. And now we're going to take Rocket's base, and we're just going to remove the post right here with the claw on it, because this is all we're going to need. Now, included is this extra piece right here, and this is a connector piece for the 2 posts. You can see one is thin, one is thicker, because obviously the posts are different thicknesses, so this is meant to accommodate the corresponding posts. So what you're going to do here is you're going to take this and just put it over Groot's post, and then take Rocket's post and plug that in there. And there are screws here, so you can, tighten it or loosen it to your preference. Right there. So once you have that done, you can now take Rocket, who fell over while I was talking about Groot, and his tail popped off. How dare you? How dare you? And then we can take Rocket and just clamp him on here like that. And again, if you have a lot of time to fiddle, you can actually get them into a good pose where he actually does look like he's kind of perched on Groot here. That's pretty much the best I can do right now, just for the sake of time. But again, if you have time to fiddle, you can get them into a great pose right there. But there you go. You can do that, and that's really, really cool. That's just that. I really, really love that. That's just so cool. So cool that they had the idea to do that, to work that in. So yeah, we'll just take him off of the stand for now. Then we'll get Groot off of the stand. I don't need no stinking stands. Let's put that off to the side, because we do want to do a little size comparison here. Let me put his happy face back on. Well, he's not happy, but it's just regular Groot face. Just get this guy here, and we'll get Rocket standing up. Oh, and of course included, you do get some extra wrist pegs for Groot, in case you break them. Again, very thoughtful. But now, let's try to get a group shot here with the team so far. So here we got Star-Lord, here we have Gamora, and there we have our Guardians of the Galaxy so far. And I can't wait for Drax to come out so I can have the whole team. And yeah, that looks awesome. That looks really, really awesome. Very, very cool. So there you go. There you go. And just for another comparison, here they are with me. There you go. There you go. There they are with me. I am M. There you go. So there you have that. But yeah, awesome set. I don't know how to conclude this and have them both in frame, because it's pretty much impossible. So sorry, we're going to have to just settle for a crotch shot here of Groot. I'm so sorry. But yeah, a very, very cool set. Again, Rocket was my favorite character in the movie. Groot was pretty awesome too. So yeah, definitely wonderful, wonderful figures from Hot Toys. And again, you can buy this this exclusive 2-pack that comes with the extra accessories. I think it's worth it. But if you just want one or the other, you can buy them separately. They were sold separately, but Sideshow decided to put them in a 2-pack and add those extra bonus accessories, which is really cool. But yeah, very, very cool. I love this set. Love it, love it, love it. And I can't wait to get Drax so I can have the whole team. Yay! But yeah, I dig it. I dig it very, very much. So if you would like a Rocket and Groot of your own, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. Link will be in the description down below, so check it out. You can also check out my Hot Toys playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Hot Toys Guardians of the Galaxy Rocket and Groot. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be a geek, be proud. Palm in your Groot. Alfred, where are those Mentos I put in my belt? Alfred? Alfred! Who are you? Do you work for the Joker? I am Groot. He works for me. A talking squirrel. I ain't no squirrel. The big guy's with me. No. All right then. I am Groot. Why does he keep introducing himself? His vocabulary consists of 3 words. I and am and Groot. in that particular order.
I am Groot.
I am Justice.
I am Groot.
I am the Knight.
I am Groot.
I am Batman!
We are Groot.
I understand.
What the?
It's all right, little hamster. We have formed a bond that will last forever.
I am Groot.
I am out of here.